Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking with Dawson. I am your host, David Dawson. So, today been a weird weekend for me, and just a weird week altogether. I want to talk about something today. This is the talk show. Let's talk, right? So let's get talking. Let's get to talking. Honestly, folks, this week has been like one of the most profound eye-opener weeks I've had dealing with America's problem. You're like, what? Oh, America got a lot of problems. What problem are you talking about, David? Well, I'm talking about the insurance companies, the medical insurance companies, to be exact. We'll get in later on about car insurance and other insurance companies that are supposed to be beneficial for the consumer. Nah, not true. And we already know about this. It's like one of those, topics we talked about for a long, long time. But I just, I ignored the fact that whatever we say or what we do may not influence those who we want to target. But at least we can get the information we need to be, and have other choices. Give each other feedback on all the choices we have outside of, medical insurance in America. Like it's highway robbery. The insurance company is on a highway robbery of getting you to pay for shit you don't use. Seriously. I can count on one hand how many times I've been to the hospital in the last 5 years. Listen to what I'm saying. I can count on one hand how many times I've been to the hospital in the last 5 years. And they have took thousands and thousands of my money. Just in case I need insurance to go to the hospital out of the none, zilch times I've been to the, to the hospital or emergency room. And I'm not talking about, clinics and, or places I go to get checkups and stuff like that, or need blood work done. No, I'm saying actually hospital visits. Your out of pocket for hospital visits average is like crazy. But you don't even go. You hoping to, to never use it? But why are you paying for something you don't use regularly? If I went to the hospital today and I had insurance, I'm thinking that I think the universe now have insurance, because me not having insurance about the amount of money I'm going to pay out of pocket is ridiculous. But how often does that happen to average people? I know there's people out here being sick and need insurance, absolutely, but why are you paying for insurance and then coming out of pocket paying again for a doctor visit or a hospital stay, meeting deductibles? But isn't that the part of the payment you make? Come on, people. My wife works in a hospital field, not directly into the emergency rooms in the hospital, but she works indirectly in the hospital field and she has insurance through hospital. And this other type of insurance, we pay over $1,000 a month for just the two of us. Yeah, I know, it's nuts. That's $500 a check. That's $1,000 a month we pay for insurance. And we don't even go to the hospital at all. Thank the universe that we don't have to go, to the hospital. And I am thankful that if I do go to the hospital, I do have insurance, but it shouldn't cost me. This is the point. It shouldn't cost me this much money for insurance that I don't even use, but there's no kickback for me not using it. What about a program that's designed that if you don't go to the hospital, and within a year, less than 5 times, less than 2 times, let's say less than 2 times, right? If you don't go to the hospital at one time out of them 2 years, you get a 10% cut in your insurance. Why can't that be a thing? Because it doesn't profit the insurance companies to doing that. Think about if on a single plan, that insurance company, like a Cigna or United Health or numerous of them out there. If they had they get money from each person that who has gotten this insurance company as their provider. So you think about, if say this is 1 million people, just say, I'm gonna keep it 1 million people. That's millions and millions of millions of dollars a year. Millions, multi-millions dollars a year. Just 1 million people, millions. They need $1 billion that the company is getting. Instead of them billion people, let's say 20 or 30% of them go to the hospital. The company's still rich, even after paying partial of their hospital bills. I'd be damned if you go there for something that's very, very serious, like life threatening, and you need treatment, continually treatment to get healthy. Man, your out of pocket is gonna be so ridiculously high. You paying for 3 times so much insurance. You paying for something they have trillions of dollars sitting on, but make you pay more and more money suffering, and paying more money towards making their pockets bigger. I mean, what this is serious. I mean, it just happened to me. I got I've been diagnosed, and there a lot of overweight people have been diagnosed. We have pre-diabetic, or we have diabetes, but I'm pre-diabetic, right? So I've been taking a medication, and then my doctor say maybe you can get these shots, and that that you can inject in yourself, and not only that it helps you with diabetes, it also helps you losing weight. All right, so I got I got accepted. My insurance accepted it. So I went and did it. I've been doing it for 4 weeks, and they want to up my doses from 2.5 to 5 milligrams, right? So in the process of 5 milligrams, they send it off back to the insurance company, and now the insurance company is denying me. How do you deny me for something you already gave me? Oh, it's a trial. You was in the trial basis. So we approved you for the trial, but we don't approve you for the real thing. What? So this medication can, help me control myself without getting fully diabetic, right? And let me let you guys know, insulin for diabetic patients is a multi-trillion-dollar ordeal. It makes trillions of dollars off insulin. Can you imagine? So they don't want me to be pre-diabetic, but they want me fully diabetic. So now I'm paying them all this money to get insulin. But if I got this medication prior to trial basis, I would have been, if they gave me the right doses and I was on that dose for a while, it would prevent me from getting diabetes. Well, yeah, I got to work out, got to do all this, cut my diet. Yes, I got to do my part. But damn it, the insurance company is saying we'd rather you have full diabetes and then not to have, be pre-diabetic. But that's not the problem, folks. The problem is that I'm paying an insurance company to dictate my life. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. You here? Well, then don't go have insurance. Get something else. And blah blah blah. I get that, but this is not for the weak-minded. This is for the woke. People out here really listening to this. We're paying money for an insurance company to tell us that what they will and what they won't do. Pay for it. That makes sense to you? You paying a company to tell you what they will and won't pay for. Like, that's out of your control. If I pay you to cut my hair, and as a barber, he's gonna say, what kind of haircut you want? Oh no, I don't do those. Let me give you what I do. Here's a list. Pick from this. You guys understand this? Oh yeah, I just broke it down in a epiphany of like haircuts. But let me tell you something. In the end of the day, if you're okay with them taking out all your money, right, and telling you at the end of the day, you don't have the right to choose. You have to choose what we choose. How is that fair? How is that even remotely fair? And who the hell allowed this to be against the American people? What public, our presidents and our senates and people they're working hand by hand with the pharmaceutical companies. You guys got to wake up. You don't think our politicians have their hands in pharmaceutical? Wake up. They do. All this stuff is driven from one source, and that's the masses controlling everything that that comes in and out your body, and how much what you're willing to pay for, what you're willing to accept. And we've been stepping a lot of fuckery because we just we're not paying attention. We're not paying attention what they're doing, so they're getting away with this. Oh, what are you gonna do about it, David? Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do about it. When we have to renew our insurance policy, we're going with another base of private insurance companies. It costs a little bit more, but guess what? I have control of where I go see and what I do. They're not tied to these, other doctors and hospitals. They just tied to nothing, no network. And you go out and, that's another thing. How the hell are you gonna tell me that I can't go see certain doctors because they're not in your network? So you punishing doctors, you punishing other. If you want, I don't know if you punishing them, but it's like, to me, I'm gonna call it punishing. You punish other people because they want to accept your fuckery and your bull. So we won't allow your company to represent our insurance policies. Wow. Or is it the opposite? Maybe because the hospital is not benefiting enough from the pharmaceutical companies, pharmaceutical companies not benefiting enough from the insurance companies. So they're like, we won't take them because is this a monopoly going on? Doesn't it seem like they're playing games with our lives, but will charge you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for insurance coverage, and you have really no say so. What you have nothing, no input to put, but either I'm going with a different company or I'm doing a different policy. That's it. But they made it that you have to have insurance in America. What? So I know. I mean, y'all. I'm serious. I'm really didn't understand this. Didn't really follow it. Saying still this part. I really don't understand how they get away with it. But at the same time, I may not have all the resources, but I know what happened to me this week. And I know how upsetting I was. And I'm in my 50s. Can I imagine when I'm older and I'm depending on our system to work with me? No, bro, it get worse. As the older you get, the more complicity it gets, more problematic it becomes, because you on your way out and you benefiting them none. So they're gonna suck you dry, and when you have no last breath, they'll continue to charge your family for your medical bills. That debt stays with you even after death. This is not a joke. This is real. This is real. This is how this country is ran. And then so once this happened to me this week, I went into full blown research mode. And I'm pretty sure I couldn't do a lot of research in 1 week, but I've done a lot of research for that week. And one thing I found out, that this is mind blowing. It's 73 countries that provides free healthcare, and we ain't one of them. That's not a surprise, right? We're not one of them. Why? Why don't they give free health care away? Because it doesn't benefit the government. It doesn't help, them to line their pockets with billions of dollars. So whatever it costs for them to get more rich and benefit them, they'll make it possible. They come out of your pocket that you're paying for it. We go to work already and pay the government our taxes. And on top of that, you pay for health insurance, right? And then health insurance though is different from vision and dental, right? You have to pay for that separately. You see what I'm saying? Like they come up more and more your money, and ask you to work more. Ask you to work more and more hours and harder and harder and harder, right? Because you sitting at home don't benefit them at all, right? Because they have to pay for you to sit at home. You see, it is how they manipulate your mind, thinking that because we need this man to work, and that's why they make what do you call that? Severance pay, all these other things pay. They make it difficult for you to get, part of your insurance. Like if you want to have that included in your insurance for liability, you have to pay more towards your insurance company. You see how they add these little add-ons, make pay more and more for it. And then once you get it, they make it hard for you to accomplish it, to get it, to help you. This is a scheme. We just been part of this programming that is just blinded us, and we just become part of the norm, saying that, hey, they say we gotta have it, right? My voice do not matter. You don't care about what I say. You get on the phone,